Hey, good morning, everyone. It's Monday, July 7th, and we are kicking off a brand new week with some really big headlines. And let me see what I have here for you. So we have the markets and the global political landscape looking very interesting. Let's dive right into the top stories that we need to know before the opening bell. Um, it seems like there's a cautious start. US stock futures opened lower last night, and as you can see right now on the screen, they are creeping up slowly, but they are still in the negative, minus 0.25% for S&P 500, minus 0.38% for Nasdaq futures, and that could change as the time runs by and as we go closer to the market opening. Dow futures slipped by around 110 points or 0.3%, and this comes as investors brace for fresh trade policy moves from the White House, which are set to take effect on August 1st, mostly on tariffs that will be dictated from the United States to all the countries that have not yet done a deal with them. And naturally, investors are on edge as the administration's tariff deadlines approach, and that's weighing on the sentiment across global markets. The market's fear gauge, the VIX, has ticked higher as traders digest the latest policy signals and brace for more uncertainty to come. And Trump's new tariff threat, the big geopolitical headline this morning, is that the announcement of an additional 10% tariff on any country aligning with the anti-American policies of the BRICS bloc. So BRICS bloc consists of China and India, Brazil, and South Africa. These are all heavy population countries. Anyway, he made the declaration on Truth Social last night, stating bluntly any country aligning themselves with anti American policies of BRICS will be charged an additional 10% tariffs. There will be no exceptions to this policy. Now, all this additional 10% is going to be paid by American buyers. So that's the concern for investors. I think Secretary Bessent said that letters will go out today, and Trump also confirmed that the administration will start sending notification to countries detailing tariff rates and any agreements reached. The BRICS group includes Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, plus newer members like Egypt, Ethiopia, Indonesia, Iran, and UAE. This puts UAE in a very interesting position with regard to the US. So we'll have to see how that works out. Many major economies have yet to finalize trade deals with the US, and the threat of higher tariffs is already rippling through global markets. Tesla is in the spotlight as well. Tesla shares have been sliding on Musk's political move, turning into something that kind of subdues the Tesla stock. I had done a video, I think yesterday. You could check it out, in which I talk in detail about how this is going to be impacting the Tesla investor. Tesla is making headlines for all the wrong reasons this morning, and shares of electric vehicle company is down nearly 7% in pre-market trading because of the announcement of America Party over the weekend. You already know that Trump had threatened to sick Doge on Tesla and also consider whether Elon could be deported. So it's a big mess out there. And investors are worried that Musk's deepening political involvement could distract from Tesla's core business at a critical time. Tesla stock is now down about 17% year to date, and its Q2 deliveries fell 14% compared to last year as competition heats up from rivals like BYD. And shareholders and analysts alike are voicing concerns that Musk's political ambitions could further strain Tesla's brand and operational focus. Let us keep an eye on how global markets react as countries receive their tariff notifications today. And we'll have to watch for continued swings in Tesla's share price as investors digest both political news and the company's latest delivery numbers. With volatility rising and trade tensions back in focus, this could be a choppy week for stocks. That said, let us look at the price charts and see where we are headed for today. Good morning, Inf. And let us go on and have a look at the TradingView chart. Where is the TradingView chart out here? Let's go there. And first order of business is to convert this into a single window. And having done that, then go from the 3-minute. Oh, you can see the huge drop here in the last 3 minutes. S&P 500. It's gone below the 9 period and 21 period exponential moving averages. Let's go to the 1 day and recalibrate the charts. Okay, here we are. We are at all-time highs for S&P 500 futures. You can see the sentiment is still bullish and our bearish divergence is trying to mend itself in the opposite direction. Instead of going down, it is going up. How much more can the RSI get, overbought? So it's all in a critical position. For the first time, we are seeing a little bit of red out here, and we have a line of support which is going to be at around 6,283 today. And if you fall below that, the 9-day exponential sitting at 6,234.95 is the one that's going to be the support for today for S&P futures. And NASDAQ futures are down 0.43% in pre-market. It's below this diagonal line of resistance. It's a very slim body right now, indecision in place. Once the market opens, we'll see where it goes. Again, bearish divergence is still there, and the bullish sentiment has decreased, but it is still bullish. It's not yet bearish. So we'll have to see how the market digests the tariff issues and other things that we spoke about in the morning. You can see the US dollar has picked up. It was down during the weekend, and you can see that gradually it has picked up. And right now we have overcome a resistance, which was a very strong resistance, the 9-day exponential, which is sitting at 97.266, and the horizontal line of resistance, which is also sitting at the same level. We have broken above that, so that is our support for today. At the same time, we have a resistance out here, which is at 97.436. Right now we are at 97.328. So that's my range for today. And if we were to break through this, then there's plenty of room for US dollar to go up. It can go all the way up to 97.76. Now, if you look at the 10-year yields, they have gone up by 0.28%, 20 year is up by 0.47%, and 30 years is up by 0.51%. Whereas the 2-year has gone down, and likewise for the 5-year. So there is some strange things happening out there which I do not understand. But suffice to say that the yields have started going back up again. Now at this stage, what I will do is for the 20 years, I'm going to draw a trend line and see if we have any resistance. We had a resistance which was this diagonal line of resistance. We have broken above it. Now this is performing the role of a support, and this is not a good thing because we also have support from the 50-day exponential and the 21-day exponential. So very strong supports out here. And increasing yields is not a good thing for the US government in general. Now let's go on to indicators and look at S&P 500 where we left it yesterday. This diagonal line of support is going to be the line of support for today, and I think today our support is going to be 6,227, and we can see that our divergences are trying to merge on the upside. And this is a mission impossible in my opinion, because how much can you be overbought? So something has to give, and that might potentially happen today as we have seen in the futures. Likewise for Nasdaq, we are continuing to exacerbate the bearish divergence, and it's not looking that great at this point of time. And VIX is up 0.40%. We still have some resistances out here, and that happens to be at around 18.16. Right now we are at 17.55. Gold is down 0.68%. I'm really glad I didn't buy gold before the confirmation. I was tempted around here, but I thought I would wait a little bit because I'm highly risk averse right now. And the problem with gold is that once you get into gold, and if the price stagnates, it can stagnate for a very long period of time. So the losses will stay in the books for a long period of time, and you don't get any returns. So I did not buy. The next day, the entire upward movement was cancelled. And right now, we are looking at support from this diagonal line of support. And it is going to be today somewhere around 3,281.97. So that's our support for today. And I'm going to look at QQQ to see how the market is performing. It's down 0.34% in pre-market trades. And I think that still today we have support coming in from our diagonal line of support at around 553.27. That's going to be the first line of support. Second line of support is the 9-day exponential sitting at around 546.42. So those are the two supports that we have today. And apart from that, let us just go and have a look at AI. And in AI, we have got NVDA, which is down 0.68% in pre-market trades, but still it's going to get support at 158.15. That is the initial support that it will get today from this diagonal line of support. We had a price target of around 162.40. It seems that was a bit too ambitious. So I think we are in a course correction right now. The next support is going to be the 9-day exponential, which is this red line out here. I'm just going to thicken the lines out here so that you can see them a little bit more clearly. I hope this makes it clear on your device. So this 9-day exponential is sitting somewhere around 154.28. So that's going to be the next support for NVIDIA. Of course, you are seeing the bearish divergences that we have out here. And then you have Meta, which is down 0.32%, again responding to the bearish divergence. So it has started making those moves. And I think today it could even consolidate, and then we'll get rid of this bearish divergence and we'll be back to normal. Now, Google is down 0.32%, one of the better priced Mag 7 companies. It has got a lot of staying power in my opinion, and we have a resistance out here at 180.23. That's going to act as the initial resistance for today. Right now pre-market we are at 180.00. So our 9-day exponential is also going to be a support. The next line of support, it's at 176.68. And let's go on to Amazon. Amazon is up 0.31%. We have a price target here for Amazon at around $258. Whether it will reach there or not is a different question. Right now, I think we have a diagonal line of support, which is going to provide support today at around 220.90. Failing which, we have the 9-day exponential at 218.61. These are the two supports that we are going to see for today. Momentum is still, it's still very bullish, and RSI has plenty of room for it to go up. And MACD happens to be bullish also. And the bullish sentiment is waning a little bit, but still remains bullish. It has not yet become bearish. So overall, I think Amazon is looking good. A little bit of excitement will also come due to Amazon Prime Day. So I'm thinking that Amazon could continue to gain today. And we have Apple, which is down 0.44%. And we have a resistance that is popping up out here. And this resistance, I want to see if we are able to break it today. So this is the resistance, and it's going to be at 213.39. Right now we are at 212.52. In the event that we were able to break this resistance, then we have the 200-day exponential, which is sitting at 213.88 as a resistance. And I think if we are able to break both of them, that would be a good outcome for Apple today. I don't know if it will be able to do that, but if I was to look for guidance in the market sentiment for Apple is bullish. MACD is also bullish. Momentum is pretty strong, and RSI has room before it gets overbought. So I think that we have a good opportunity to break these two resistances and convert them into support today, in which case I'm going to just drag this out here and say that we will have a resistance at 216.41. Next, we have got Microsoft, which is up 0.12%, and our support today is going to be 499.03. Right now, we are at 499.44. And if we were to break down below that support, our 9-day exponential at 491.97 is going to be the support. Now, we come on to Tesla. Tesla is down 0.65, minus 6.48% in pre-market trades, and that brings it below our line of support of 298.40. So now 298.40 is going to become a resistance along with the 200-day exponential, which is sitting at 300.01. So very strong resistances indeed. And we have a death cross out here where the 9-day exponential has crossed over the 21-day exponential. And today the 9-day exponential is looking at forming a death cross by crossing over the 50-day exponential. And if that happens, Tesla is going to be bearish. And I think I still have the TSLQ. I'm hoping that I'll recover some of my losses from there. And I'm hoping that that could also go into FNGD and give me a little bit of relief out there. Next, we come to Oracle, where we are down 0.62% in pre-market trades. And the 9-day exponential at 219.59 is going to be a support. And I'm expecting that we would also get a little bit of support somewhere around 230.05. That could be our initial support, minor line of support, and then you have the 9-day exponential at 219.56 for Oracle. RSI is overbought, and we are reaching the stage where in the past we had dropped, and I think we have exceeded that in the very recent past, and we have gone all the way up to 88.79 on the RSI scale. So I'll mark this as a potential resistance. So there could be a little more upside for Oracle, and it could potentially consolidate as well. But if it did go up, I think it cannot go beyond 88.79. MACD is bullish, momentum is super strong, and overall market sentiment is also bullish. So I'm thinking that Oracle at the worst would probably consolidate. AMD is down 0.15%, and the 9-day exponential at 137.14 is going to be the support. The sentiment is still bullish. MACD is tending towards the signal line. It could go bearish today, but momentum is pretty high. RSI has got room above, so AMD is still looking strong in the on the charts, and the 9-day exponential sitting at 137.14 is going to be the support for today. Next, we go on to SMCI, which is down 0.93% in pre-market trading, and the 9-day exponential at 47.15 is going to be the support. And Broadcom is down 0.43%. Again, 9-day exponential at 267.13 is going to perform the role of a support. Let's look at Palantir, which is down 0.49%. The 9-day exponential and the 21-day exponential are continuing to keep it suppressed. We are down 0.51% in pre-market trade for Palantir and sitting at 133.68 right now. And therefore, I think that our minor line of support is going to be 129.65, and this is going to provide support for us today, failing which we have the 50-day exponential at 125.48 to provide support. Semiconductor ETF SMH is up 0.84% as of the last trading day, but pre-market it's down 0.47%, but it still has got support from this diagonal line of support today at around 279.71. We also have the 9-day exponential, which is going to provide a good deal of support for today. And if I was to look at the divergence, it is still existing almost. I think it's trying to move as high as it can, but all of us know that RSI can only be overbought to a certain extent, after which it has got to fall. So it's precariously positioned. I think it's overstretched. Again, that's my personal opinion and not financial advice. So I'm just a retail investor, guys. So you be careful what you do out there. But I'm getting the spidey sense out there on this on these readings. Tempus AI is down 1.10% in pre-market trades, but it still has support at 59.39. I'm going to mark that as a support out here. And then after that, I would like to go and have a look at Genomics, and let's do this quickly. Prime is up 10.29% this morning based on probably insider purchases that happened recently. Someone inside bought 21,000 shares. That could be the reason why I do not see any other news item out here. And the 200-day exponential, which is this white line, which is sitting at 2.80, is going to be the support for today. Bullish sentiment continues to accelerate. MACD is super bullish, and RSI is absolutely overbought. It's very close to the all-time high on the RSI scale. So some cooling has to happen. There could be consolidation later during the day. Some of these profits might be given up, and we'll still end the day in a positive. That's my opinion. Intelia is down 0.56% in pre-market trades, and the 9-day exponential sitting at 9.91 is going to be the line of support. Caribou Biosciences is up 2.19%, and we have resistance at around 1.50, and our support is the 9-day exponential at 1.31 for Caribou Biosciences. Beam Therapeutics is down 0.50%, and we have a support at 19.06. This is going to be our support for today. Let me mark the other one also at 17.44 as a line of support. Altimmune is up 0.21% in pre-market trades, and the 9-day exponential seems to be doing its part and will also continue to be a resistance for today. Then we have Verve Therapeutics, which is down 0.27% in pre-market trades. A good deal of consolidation has happened out here after the gap up, following the news that Eli Lilly is taking over Verve, and I think this foundation is going to help it to grow further. But at this point of time, with the price of purchase already fixed by Eli Lilly, there is very little wriggle room in Verve stock price, in my opinion, and that has been demonstrated in the last few days. Now let's look at Editas, which is down 0.78% in pre-market trades. And what else is happening out here? Give me 1 second. So it's looking pretty decent overall for a genomic company. And Illumina is let's go on to Editas, and Editas is down 0.78%. And Illumina is a company for which I made a video. I think I released it this morning. I would like you guys to have a look at it, so I won't spend too much time on Illumina. I've also done a price chart analysis out there. So it's again one of the best companies, looking really good and strong on the charts with a lot of golden crosses. CRISPR Therapeutics is down 0.54% in pre-market trades. And at this point of time, we have the diagonal line of support, which is a dynamic line of support, giving support at 49.90 for today. And everything is looking good except the fact that the RSI is overbought, which means some consolidation has to happen. And I think that's what is happening in the market price today. And you look at Allogen, which is flat in pre-market trade. And then we have Grail, which is down 1.56% in pre-market trade. For today, we were supposed to have a support at 46.28. But pre-market, we are down 1.56% and we are at 45.99. So the diagonal line of support that we have had so far now becomes a diagonal line of resistance. And we have support which is going to be somewhere around 45.56. That's our support for today, which is this minor line of support, this yellow line, orange line that we have out here. And failing which, we have the 21-day exponential, which is sitting at 44.91, which is this yellow line, orange line out here. Now next, let's look at PACB, which is down 3.13%. It gained smartly for 3 days, but I think there is a bit of profit taking that is happening. And also, I would like to draw a pattern out here, which is quite encouraging. I don't know if it's going to translate into a reverse head and shoulder, but that could be seen as a bullish pattern and taken along with our bullish sentiment, MACD being bullish and momentum being pretty strong and RSI overbought. I think a little bit of consolidation and further move up should be in order for PACB. ARCG is down 0.67% in pre-market trade, and it's going to get support somewhere around 24.66, which is the minor line of support out here. Let me just color this our regular code, which is orange for that. And then you have Vertex. Vertex is up 0.07% in pre-market trades, and we have the 200-day exponential moving average now performing the role of support at 459.05. Pre-market we are at 459.94. I think Vertex is on a bull channel, so overall it's on a way up in a gradual incline, so it's very sustainable. And we are also seeing golden crosses being formed where the 9-day exponential has crossed over the 21-day exponential. So all of this looks bullish, plenty of room on the RSI to go up. So Vertex looks pretty good. Ginkgo Bioworks is down 2.28%, and the 200-day exponential at 11.77 is going to perform the role of a support today. Friends, that kind of brings me to the end of the analysis for today. And I'm going to look at the comment section and check what is happening out there. Thanks for joining up, and I think it's all looking good. Yeah, Genomics is looking pretty decent, and I don't have much of Genomics in my hand. I'm all in cash right now, and I'm just sitting on the sidelines and watching. And today I might probably try to reduce some of my shorts if I could. The shorts are on the Mag 7, so hopefully I get an opportunity to reduce a little bit of that. Other than that, I think I'm okay. If you don't have any questions, I would like to end the live stream, go have my breakfast, and come back to do some trading. Please don't forget to check out my video on Illumina. Okay guys, bye for now.